I am on my way to the Richard Balsam Overlook in time for sunset. I'm hoping I'll make it there. I've been stopping a lot. It's just too beautiful. And plus, I just kind of pull into each overlook and see what I see and then move on. You can see the sun is going down. It's only 4:30, so there's still at least a couple hours. But yeah, colors are awesome. So, more questions from my pocket. All right, I gotta remember to look at the camera. Okay. All right. Next question from my tween. Have you always liked photography, or is this something you became interested in as an adult? Great question. I would say I have always been interested in photography. I maybe not as so much as like under 10, although I do remember we had a Polaroid around that 10, 12-year-old time frame, which I love, but of course, you know, film's expensive back then. I remember 120 film, you know, enjoying that and getting the prints. I think as far as an interest in exploring photography as something creative and artful was more in high school, which still for me was 1985. And our class had our school had a photography class, and they had a darkroom for black and white film. So I took that and really opened my eyes as to, dodging and burning and developing the film and just the ins and outs of composition and light and dark, light and shadow. So that really sparked an interest. But again, that was, a long time ago. So I've always had a camera around me, but more as a career or a profession. That is really very recent. I'm still consider myself a hobbyist, just with a lot of passion for photography, especially landscape photography, and yeah. So it would be. I was introduced to it as a kid, but really dug my heels in as an adult, as an older adult, not even in my like 30s, or I think somewhere around my 40s, 40 to 45, maybe 10, 15 years ago, I got into it. So, all right, next question from my pocket is, are there location-specific things you would not do to get a great shot? Whew. Loaded question. Yes, I have this strange fear. I am not afraid of heights. I love heights, but I do not like being on the edge of something. Because and an edge of something meaning if you fall, you die. That is too precarious. I've always felt that I'm clumsy enough, I'm stupid enough to do something that would endanger my life like that. Forgetting that, something like forgetting, oh yeah, I can't drop the radio in the bathtub, but the high cliff edge of things, my wife picks on me all the time. Love you, babe. But she loves getting herself or our child safely near the edge of something to take a photo, or for me to take a photo. But man, that bothers the hell out of me, to be near the edges of things. The only other thing I'm trying to think about, like other fears related to, I don't like being in the same space as a wild animal, not like a vicious one, like an alligator, things that can eat you. I would never try to photograph that. So yeah, and I've got one more. I'll answer from this beautiful location, this overlook. Man, this is awesome. Okay. Another question from my pocket. What do you eat or drink during your hikes / filming / photography? Great question. First and foremost, water. I'm trying to be healthier this year from now on, but drinking more water is a big part of that. For me, I've always been, a carb fanatic, so trying to lower carbs, so that kind of limits some things. Knowing if I'm going to be hiking a lot, I'm better at eating those carbs. Like, again, my wife and my daughter, they love to bake and cook. So our last hiking trip, she made homemade granola bars, which were awesome, packed with protein and carbs and very delicious. So those types of snacks, trail mix, maybe less of the chocolatey M&M trail mix, but oats and honey and nuts and some sugar is not bad for a little carb boost, some energy, but definitely water. Oh, and caffeine. I've been unfortunately a soda drinker all my life. I'm trying to grab a hold of that. I would love to actually enjoy coffee as a hot drink and a caffeinated drink, but I don't. So I'm going to try to work that in part of eliminating soda and the sugar. Any soda I do drink now is the zero sugar stuff, which still isn't the best thing for you. But I've tried to do caffeine pills, like take half a caffeine pill if I know I've got a long drive or a boost, or even those 5-hour energies I've tried, but I don't really like taking too much of those. So yeah, the carb smart, the protein, the trail mix, the homemade stuff is awesome. Fruits, we usually take grapes, and maybe some other apples, in the backpack. So Harley motorcycles love this road. I don't blame them, and convertibles. Yeah, so that's what I try to eat and drink when I'm out and about, and that's it for this spot. Wow. All right, on to the next one and more questions from my pocket.